Hello and good evening. Here is the news at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State government restates commitment on managing plastic waste. Federal government begins palliative work on Abuja-Kaduna dual carriageway. On a foreign scene, Israeli police woman die. 10 people injured in shooting in Beersheba. And in sports, Nigeria's Rashidat Ajibade gets award as Spanish Liga F player for September. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to managing plastic waste through the adoption of mandatory extended producer responsibility (EPR) for polyethylene terephthalate PET sachets and carrier bags of not less than 40 microns. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, in a statement, said the stakeholders' workshop was designed to consolidate the agreement reached during previous stakeholders' consultations and to launch a comprehensive advocacy and enlightenment campaign. Wahab noted that the initiative will raise awareness and ensure that producers, stakeholders, and the public are fully informed and aligned with the state's commitment to sustainable plastic waste management. He added that the full enforcement of styrofoam and other single-use plastics that have been banned since January 2024 will commence in January 2025 after the one-year moratorium period. Lagos State government and dredgers under the aegis of the Dredgers Association of Nigeria have resolved their disagreement, with both parties agreeing to form a partnership to sanitize the dredging sector in the state. Commissioner for Waterfront Infrastructure Development, Ekundayo Alibioshu, made this known after a stakeholders meeting held to resolve all grey areas. According to Alibioshu, the state frowns at the uncontrolled activities of dredgers, particularly along the waterways, a situation that was escalated by the January 2024 ruling of the Supreme Court ceding the control of the waterways to the Nigeria Inland Waterways Authority, NIWA. He noted that there is need to bring everybody into the dragnet, including illegal practitioners, who need to regularize their operations with the government. In his response, President, Dredgers Association of Nigeria, Baturi Akpomejero, said his group is not averse to the ministry's statutory functions, assuring Alibioshu of the association's willingness to work with the government. The Lagos State Education District 4 has celebrated its 20th Merit Award and Honours Day, recognizing exceptional teachers, staff, and students for their outstanding contributions to the district's growth. In his address, Senior Special Advisor to the Governor on Basic and Secondary Education, Eniola Okwemi, congratulated the awardees for being exceptional among their colleagues. Okwemi emphasized the significant role of teachers and the education administration in shaping the state and Nigeria at large. He reiterated the commitment of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to education in the state, describing him as teacher-friendly. Also, the Tutor General/Permanent Secretary of Education District 4, Olusegun Oshinaike, who applauded the awardees, pledged that the district will continue to recognize their hard work and perseverance. Now to the rest of the stories. The Federal Ministry of Works has initiated emergency repairs on failed sections of the Abuja-Kaduna dual carriageway to improve conditions for road users. Director of Press and Public Relations in the ministry, Mohammed Ahmed, who made this known, said the contractor was mobilized to the site on October 2. Ahmed specified that the contractor section 1 of the expressway spans from Zuba, FCT to Tafa, Niger-Kaduna State's border, with a completion timeline of 2 weeks. Also, the project supervisor Laurent Emmanuel said work is progressing with the cutting and shaping of the failed portions extending to Diko Junction in Niger State. In an overwhelming show of confidence, Segun Obayendo has been re-elected unopposed for a second term as the president of the Chartered Institute of Transport Administration, CIOTA. In his acceptance speech delivered after the announcement, Obayendo expressed his gratitude for the trust placed in him by the members of CIOTA. He said the re-election is not just a personal victory, but a reaffirmation of the collective vision for a more integrated, efficient, and safe transport system in Nigeria. Obayendo expressed his commitment to building on laid foundations, pushing forward with new initiatives and ensuring that CIOTA remains at the forefront of transport administration excellence. And now to foreign news. Local authorities say a policewoman has been killed and 10 others injured in a shooting in the southern Israeli city of Beersheba. The gunman was shot dead at the scene after what police described as a suspected terror attack at the city's central bus station. The victim has been named as Shira Chaya Suzlik, a sergeant from Israel's border police. Police say a preliminary investigation showed the gunman was eliminated in a few seconds by the security forces who were there. Shortly after the attack, Israel's Transport Minister Miri Regev called for the families of terrorists to be deported from the country. Israeli authorities have said they are on high alert across the country ahead of the one-year anniversary of Hamas's assault on southern Israel on October 7 last year, which triggered the current Gaza war. And now sports. Nigeria's Rasheedat Ajibade has been named Spanish La Liga's F Player of the Month for September. Ajibade scored 5 goals and provided 2 assists in 4 appearances for Atletico Madrid during the month. The 24-year-old beat Barcelona's Ewa Pajo, Real Madrid's Caroline Weir, Levante Badalona's Maria Lompard, and Atletico Club Femenino's Neria Nevado to the award. The Nigerian has been one of Atletico Madrid's top performers in the current campaign. And that's all for the news at 6. Maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has reaffirmed its commitment to managing plastic waste through the adoption of mandatory extended producer responsibility (EPR) for polyethylene terephthalate PET sachets and carrier bags of not less than 40 microns. The Federal Minister of Works has initiated emergency repairs on failed sections of the Abuja-Kaduna dual carriageway to improve conditions for road users. We also told you that local authorities say a policewoman has been killed and 10 others injured in a shooting in the southern Israeli city of Beersheba. And in sports, Nigeria's Rasheedat Ajibade has been named Spanish La Liga's F Player of the Month for September. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashiri. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.